This is the plaintiff, Georgianne Tyson. She says she bought a car from the defendant, and not 2 weeks later, the thing started overheating and also had electrical problems. The defendant dumped this lemon on her intentionally, and she demands a refund. She's suing for $1,620, the amount she's out. This is the defendant, Whitney Jones. She says the defendant started stalking her, calling over and over and over, sometimes at 2 in the morning. She refuses to give her money back because the car was sold as is. In fact, the plaintiff still owes her $500 for the car and hasn't paid yet. She's accused of dumping a dud on an unsuspecting gal. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $2,000. The balance owed, harassment, and licensing costs incurred.
Okay, Georgianne Tyson, you're suing Whitney Jones for $1,620 that you say you are out as a result of her selling you what you say is a lemon. You are counterclaiming against her $2,000 for harassment, your tags, and money that you say she still owes you on that sale. Okay, tell me what happened.
On November 2nd, I purchased a 1995 Chevy Caprice Classic from Miss Jones.
Did you two know each other?
No, that's my cousin's baby mom.
Your cousin, is that your boyfriend also?
Yes.
Okay, so this is your boyfriend's cousin.
Yes.
Okay, and so is your boyfriend here?
No, he can't.
Is he the one who told you about the sale?
Yes.
About the car? All right, did he know the car?
Yes.
Okay, so what happened?
I bought the car on the 2nd, and
for how much?
$1,550.
Is that the total purchase price?
Yes.
Do you have a bill of sale?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Not even 2 weeks later, the car started to overheat. So I tried to get the problem fixed myself. I took it to a mechanic. He's like a friend of my boyfriend's.
Had you taken it to a mechanic before you bought it?
No.
Okay.
Because my boyfriend had told me that, the car was in good condition, that,
okay,
she didn't really drive it that much, so it wasn't that many.
And this was what year car?
95.
95 what?
Chevy Caprice Classic.
Okay. So you take it to a mechanic.
Yeah. He charged me $30 to get the thermostat, the head gasket replaced, and then $40 to have the radiator flushed. A couple days later, the car is still overheating, and I don't know that much about cars, but I know I had a car before that overheated on me to the point where the engine was shot. Once it gets to the point where it's overheating all the time like that, you can mess up your engine.
That's why it's always a good idea to pay a mechanic a couple bucks to come and look at a car you're thinking about buying, because the mechanic can tell you something like that. So go on.
I tried to call her. I kept hearing somebody clicking the phone, hanging up on me. And then after that, I was like, all right, whatever, I'm not gonna call no more.
And then what happened?
I decided that, well, once I did get in touch with her, I explained to her what the problem was. She said that she's not gonna give me my money back because she previously had the car taken to a mechanic and had the same, did the same work that I got done. So she was telling me that the car should be good.
Okay. So she's not gonna return your money. So then what happens? What happens to the car?
I sold the car.
You sold the car. How much did you sell the car for?
$480.
All right, and then you want her to return the $1,550 that you paid her.
Right.
Of course, then you'd be $480 richer because you don't plan to return the car to her because you don't have the car to return to her, right?
Right.
Okay, but you still want her to return the money. Now, $70 is the money that you paid for the mechanic for what you've just told me about.
Yeah.
That's the additional $70. All right, now, when do you first hear that she's unhappy with the car? Do you hear from her? Do you hear from your cousin?
I hear from her after I came home from work. My stepfather, he told me, oh, Ann been calling here all night. I'm telling her, you're not here. Even my sister talked to her and told her I wasn't here. Obviously, she didn't believe it. She kept calling. From the first time she called was from 8 o'clock all the way up to 3:30 to 4 o'clock in the morning, back to back to back to back to back to back. And they keep telling her, and she's calling something, well, I'll be over there tomorrow, and such. I think she's there, saying stuff, threatening, somebody's supposed to be scared or whatever the case is. So the next day, so I got the number from off the caller ID, and I had called her. I tried to call her throughout the day. She didn't answer. Eventually, I got in contact with her later on that afternoon, and I asked her, and what's the problem? She was like, well, the car was overheating, saying it's not working. I want my money back, this and that. So I was like, hold up, what's the problem with the car? really what happened. She's like, well, because it's been 3 weeks since they had the car. It's been 3 weeks since they had the car. Because I've been trying to call them, too, because they got my tags.
What do you mean they have your tags?
On the car, because the day that Justin called me the day before, which is her boyfriend, called me the day before, asking about, am I still selling the car? He said, how much? I said, $2,000. He was like, $2,000. He said, well, tomorrow I have $1,500. I said, well, you can come and get buy the car for $1,500, and y'all can just make the payments on the $500 or like that. So he's like, all right, that's fine.
Do you have any of this in writing?
No.
Okay. According to you, you bought the car for $1,500?
Right.
Or 50, how much? 1,500?
$1,550.
$1,550. According to you, you got 1,500, not 1,550. And you're supposed to get
1,500.
You got 1,500, not 1,550, like she says. And you're supposed to be getting 2,000, so you're owed another
$500.
Can anybody prove anything? Do you have anything in writing?
I have proof of, not with the car selling, but of what I had got done to the car.
No, I'm not interested in that. I'm talking about the transaction.
Oh, no.
When you have a transaction that's a couple $1,000, a lot of people might think about taking the nearest crayon and the nearest roll of toilet paper and writing it down. But there's nothing about how much the car was supposed, especially if somebody still owes you $500. You don't get that part in writing?
Can you ever undo a used car sale, a private used car sale?
No, I think it's buyer beware, and if the person sells the car as is and you find something wrong with it a week later, you're just stuck with it.
Okay, you know what? You kind of said it all. Going inside the courtroom.
Where's cousin? Who are you? You're not cousin.
No.
Okay. Well, 'cause if you're cousin and your boyfriend and you're sitting over there, you're in a lot of trouble. So cousin decides he's not going to come here. Is this a problem in the family, or you're not that close anyway?
Oh, no, we real cool. I just talked to him last week at my house.
And what did he say about all this? She's suing you.
Oh, he's what she's saying on his behalf. She's like, he don't care because she's lying. He was just driving the car last week. The car was down at Summers Point.
So they didn't sell the car?
I don't know about that. He said she was going to, but she was telling me the car been broken down. And every time they tell me where the car is at so I can get my tags, it's not there. Then he just
Wait, what do you mean every time they tell you where the car is?
Because I asked them because I need my tags back. And every time I talk to her about where the tags is at, they saying it's there. And when I go there, it's not there. So then I talked
So you're just driving around in circles looking for your tags?
Exactly.
How many times have they sent you somewhere for your tag?
About 4 or 5 times.
Are you serious?
Yes.
And how can you be cool with your cousin? I'd be I'd be a little angry with my cousin if my cousin was...
Oh, yeah, when I talked to him, he came to my house last week, I said, so, like, what's going on? Like, y'all got tickets, they had a ticket in my name and everything.
Where are the tags? Where are the tags?
Where are the tags? I have them right here.
You have them right here? Can I have them, please? So you're driving around town looking for the tags, yet you and your cousin are cool. Okay, got it. And why hadn't you brought the tags back? Did you ever register the car in your name?
No.
And then you sold it? How'd you sell a car that you didn't register in your name?
Under mine.
I don't know. What'd you do? Forge her signature?
No.
How'd you do it?
She already had signed the lease over,
yeah, but you can't, that person can't title it because they're jumping title. You can't do that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, well, you're going to get a knock
She
on
knew
your
that
door.
because I told her that she couldn't do that.
Who told her?
She never
I told when I talked
That's
to her
why
on the
whenever
phone.
you sell a car, man, you just gotta go with the person you sold it to, cousin or not, to the DMV, and make sure business gets taken care of. That way, they don't run over a busload of orphans, and you don't get sued. Because that's what's going to happen. They get tickets in your name. They're not going to do it. They don't want tickets in their name. They want tickets in your name. Mm-hmm. What are you suing for harassment for? $60 of what you're suing for $500 that you claim is based on, that's the balance on the car that you can't prove because you don't have any paperwork to show that it's a $2,000 sale. You're suing for $900 for the tags. I got the tags. This is a tag, right? Okay. Well, that part of the lawsuit was taken care of right now. And you're suing for $600 for harassment. Tell me about the harassment.
When she was calling my house throughout the whole night, disturbing my
You think that you should get $600 because she called your house a bunch of times to complain about the car?
Throughout the whole night. It
Well,
wasn't
that's
even
annoying
just
and bad manners, but I mean, you think that that's a lawsuit that entitles you to? How'd you pick 600? Just out of like, was it mathematical in any way, like $1 a minute? What is it, $10? I mean, like, how did you figure that out? I'm curious.
I don't know, I just
Picked it out of thin air. All righty. Okay, here's how it works. First of all, Ms. Tyson. When you buy a used car, it is incumbent upon you, as the person buying a used car, to make sure you know what you're buying before you buy it. Because once you buy it, unless there is a specific warranty that the seller makes to you about the car, you cannot sue them for problems that happen afterwards. And just saying the car runs well and it's a good car is not a specific warranty. If they tell you, I just put in a brand new transmission, and then you find out the transmission is not brand new, that's a specific lie and a fraud and everything else. But barring something like that, which doesn't happen in most cases, if you just buy a used car and then you don't like it, you don't get to return it. That's not how it works, okay? So you don't get any money on your lawsuit against her. On your counterclaim against her, you have to be able to prove, if you want to collect an additional $500, that you're owed an additional $500, which would be highly unlikely in a case where you're signing over the title and not getting a promissory note from her, a bill of sale that shows that they still owe the money, something. So you're in a position where you're not really able to prove. Plus, it's sort of weird. She's stalking you, but they owe you $500. The whole thing, she owes you $500. The whole thing is sort of strange. But anyway, you know, that puts you in a position where you're not really able to prove the additional $500. The harassment, that doesn't make out harassment, and the tags you've already got. So that takes care of your lawsuit against her. On your lawsuit against her is taken care of, so 0 on your lawsuit against her. You do not have the right to a penny back on an as-is sale. Good luck, folks.
All right, so step on out here. The plaintiff stepping in the hallway. What's your reaction to how this case came out?
Well, I didn't think it was going to go like that, but that's just a loss I take. Next time I just have to do my homework.
That's a good idea. How come the boyfriend didn't come?
He couldn't make it. He had other things to do.
Other things?
Yeah.
More important than coming in here to the People's Court and helping you on your case?
I guess.
You mad about that?
No, I'm cool.
All right,
I just
okay.
take it as a loss, that's all.
A loss, yeah, okay. You just head right down there and come on in here. And, all right, there she goes. What's your feeling coming out on your side?
Pretty fine, yeah. It's all right. I wish I could get my $500 that they owe me.
Well, what are you going to do about buying a car? And buying and selling cars? What have you learned about that?
Oh, there's no, make sure I get everything in writing.
Very good. And has this affected the family situation at all here, the
No.
friendships and all?
No.
You got your tags, you're
Yeah,
happy, right?
yeah.
All right, I guess that's from here, Hari. Take it over.
Only way to undo a used car sale is if you can prove fraud, which means a material misrepresentation of a very, very important fact, and that's it.